Hey y'all, it's Stacey. Hang on, let me turn on the light. Yay! Okay, so I honestly don't even know why I'm filming a video right now because I don't really have anything specific to talk about. Oh, wait, I guess I could, no, I don't know. I guess I could do a check-in with my beach body challenge. But I know that face probably just made you think I'm doing bad, which I'm totally not. I totally know what I can talk about. Okay, this is gonna go hand in hand with the beach body challenge. Okay, so as for those wondering, last time I checked in with y'all, I weighed in at 169.4. And like I said, I didn't expect it to just stay that low and keep going down because I think I lost 5 pounds. Was it last week or the week before? So usually when that happens, I kind of fluctuate for a good while and then I'll lose a chunk again. So right now I'm like, this morning I weighed in at 172.4, 0.6, something like that. Which is only like a 2 point something fluctuation. And that's what I'm gonna call it, is a fluctuation, because that's all it is. So I really feel like I'm still doing really good. I am weighing anything from the 169 to 172. So I don't know, it seems it's become a pattern with me that, like I said, if I'll kind of hang on to a specific spot, like the low, you know, 170s, 180s, whatever, and then the highs, and I'll just like cling there forever and never and never, and then eventually I'll just drop out of nowhere like 5 or 6 pounds, or 3, 4 pounds, whatever. But that seems to be the pattern, and I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. And if you're just now tuning in, my goal is to be at 165 by the time we leave for the beach, which is on September the 28th. And I honestly, wholeheartedly think I can do that 100%. I mean, I know I can do that 100%. And I've gone ahead and set up goals for the rest of the year because there is only a few more months. And they're goals that I think I can make that even if I don't, I'm not going to be disappointed with myself. But I'll go ahead and tell you. So my first goal is, like I said, 165 on September 28th. And then my next goal is 155 on Halloween, which is October 31st. And then 145 on Thanksgiving, which is the 4th Thursday in November, I'm pretty sure. And then 135 on Christmas Day. Now I realize that is 10 pounds, about 10 pounds a month, which is 2 pounds a week. And I totally think that's doable. That's healthy to lose, you know, 1 to 2 pounds a week. So I don't feel like I'm over, what's the word? Trying to overachieve. I don't feel like I'm doing that at all. However, those are just my goals. You know, given the past of how I kind of like lose weight and then stay at this point for like a really long time, that could completely, you know, go wrong, and I could stay in the 160s seriously for like 4 months, which, you know, honestly, like I said, in my journey this time around, starting in January, God, I cannot believe I've been on it for almost 9 months. I'm so proud of myself. And I totally just lost my train of thought. I don't even know where I was going. But, oh yeah, with my history of, you know, the way I'll lose a lot and then just kind of hang out there for months and months, you know, it could become December and I'm still in the 160s. And I'm prepared for that because I honestly have a lot of patience. And I will tell you, I think the reason why I have a lot of patience is because, in fact, I know this is why. When I got off that medication, Rimrine, back in, I guess it was December of last year, y'all know that I lost 20 pounds in 1 month. And you know, that was strictly from stopping the medication and not late night eating anymore. anymore. And so I dropped 20 pounds really quickly. Well, that was a big motivation, dropping just 20 pounds all of a sudden, you know, in 4 weeks. That was huge motivation. And that's also one reason why I think I didn't lose weight again for another 6 months, was because I did drop so much weight at one time. But I think that just kind of set the tone for this journey. You know, I really do. And I think that's why I've just been able to be so patient. Now, okay, here's the other thing I was going to talk to y'all about. And I really, really need some advice. I understand that some of you won't have a clue and some of you might have a little bit of insight. Okay, so y'all know I have insomnia and I take medicine to sleep. And I was taking the Rimron, which, I mean, it was known for using as a weight gaining purpose. It was known for that. So when I found out, you know, that's what it was. It wasn't like, it wasn't like borderline, well, you can gain weight from it. You know, it was like, you know, you will kind of thing. So, you know, I got off that. And now I'm on trazodone, which I take every night. And I've been on that for, I'd say, well, since January, I think. January, February. And up until recently, and I don't want y'all to get like concerned that anything bad's gonna happen, okay? But I would say this past month, I've really been having the late night urges again. And I started thinking, I wonder, because everybody's body's different, I wonder if there's something like an ingredient in these things that affects me, you know, but might not affect others, and that makes me crave carbs and sweets. Because I even did like a little test was it last night? No, it's not before last. You know, I got in the bed after I'd eaten dinner and everything, and I sat and I just thought for a second, and I felt, you know, how I was feeling hunger-wise and everything, and I was like, okay, I'm not hungry, I'm not craving anything. And I even thought about specific food that like will drag me in the kitchen. So I was thinking about stuff that I would crave, like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or things that I don't eat, like honey buns. Like, I don't touch that stuff. I don't. I just have no desire for it. So, you know, I did a little check and I was running it through my head, and I was like, nope, no. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take my trazodone and, you know, see if I still feel the same way. So I took my trazodone, and sure enough, I'm not even kidding you, it was less than 10 minutes, probably 10 minutes later, ding, it's like all I could think about was carbs and sugar, which sugar is stored as carbs. No, carbs are stored as sugar. Carbohydrates are stored as sugar. So kind of the same thing. So I kind of think that there's something in these certain medications that make me crave food. And I'm a little bit getting concerned again. I mean, I have been able to keep my weight down and, you know, not gain. But I will say I've had, I would probably say 3 times where I have late night eating. And it always really upsets me. Not upsets me like makes me cry. Upsets me like when I wake up the next morning, I feel really like bad, like a failure. So I don't know if y'all remember back when I made a video not too long ago, I told y'all that I was going to try and stop taking trazodone because I wanted to quit taking so many medications, and I thought, well, I'll just cut this one. And then I ended up having to take it again because it was major withdrawals. But another reason was because it was making me have late night cravings. I didn't want to say anything, so I didn't want to get anybody like discouraged thinking, oh Lord, she's gonna, you know, go crazy and gain her weight back. No, that's not even in the cards. Don't worry. Seriously, don't worry. But I don't know. I talked to Joseph about it, and he was like, well, maybe you can try cutting your dose in half and see if that helps, you know, or maybe talk to the doctor. But see, the thing is, when I talked to the doctor about the Remeron, we tried Ambien, we tried Lunesta. I tried all the sleeping medicines and they just weren't strong enough. It's like, I don't know what to do. It's like I want to get off that medication so bad because I really think it could be, but I think it's just kind of a little obstacle in my weight loss journey. So I don't know, y'all comment below and leave some suggestions. You know, I did research it, and you know, I read where some people it does cause them to have carbohydrate cravings. So I don't know, y'all comment below and let me know what y'all think. I feel like I look a lot slimmer through here, like, I don't know. Let me tell y'all a non-scale victory. I know this is a long video, I'm so sorry. I just, sometimes when I turn on the camera, it's just like, hi friends, and I just want to like talk forever. But, oh, okay, non-scale victory. So, I know that I'm still overweight, obviously. I'm 169 pounds. But I'm only like 25 pounds away from being normal body, 26 pounds away from being in the normal body range again, or BMI. But back before I lost the 30 pounds, whenever I would have my picture taken or I would see a picture of me, it didn't matter how I was standing. I looked at that picture and I thought, you look awful. You are fat. Like, I know that's awful self-talk, but I'm just being honest. I would tell myself, oh, it's so gross. You look so gross, blah, blah. Well, now, and I just realized this, yesterday, when I take pictures of myself, I don't think like that. And I think that's such, you know, a big thing, you know, because you don't want to think negatively about yourself, but sometimes you can't help it, you know. But now when I take pictures of myself, it's kind of cool because I tend to notice other things other than my weight. Like, once I got really, really, really overweight, I would never notice like my facial features or, you know, my hair. It was always just my body looks awful. My body is awful. But now I find myself saying like, oh, your nose looks big right there, or like your hair's messed up, because I don't feel like I'm, you know, massively overweight anymore. I mean, I obviously need to lose some more weight, but I feel like you look okay, you know, you don't look that bad. So that's really good, and it's really exciting for me. And another thing is, today is mine and Joseph's 4-year wedding anniversary. Yay! So I'm so excited. I love him so much. He's my little angel. And yeah, so we're going out to eat tonight. We were gonna go to this place called Sheila's Steakhouse. That's where he suggested. I had said from the beginning, I want to go to Red Lobster. I want to go to Red Lobster. And he was like, well, he was like, I'm just going to give you an option, a suggestion, if you wanted to go to Sheila's. So I know we've never been there. And I was like, okay, you know, sure, you know, sure, that'd be fun. But then I saw an advertisement this morning for endless shrimp. Oh, and I was like, no, I'm sorry, no fancy schmancy Sheila. We're going to Red Lobster to get our salads and our little cheese biscuits and our shrimps galore for like a quarter of the price. So we're going to dinner tonight. I'm really excited. Don't worry, I'm gonna contain myself. We do go out to dinner once a week, and I always, you know, I think there's one, in my personal opinion, like I always say, I'm not going to do anything I can't do for the rest of my life. And you judge it if you want to, you know, that's okay. But we go out to dinner once a week, and I eat what I want. I really do. I eat what I want. And I don't gain weight because my body is so used to this weight that if I do splurge, it doesn't just jump up 4 pounds. I need to go. I'm talking too much. I am so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go. I love you so much. I hope you have a great day, and comment below about the sleeping pills, the trazodone, your opinions, your experiences. And I love y'all. All right, bye.